Amongst those of us watching this video, some are still in school, others have just finished, while the rest have been done with school for a very long time now. I won't, however, forget those of us doing postgraduate programs. The burden of learning could sometimes be tumultuous. However, it is the responsibility of teachers or trainers to provide that all-important information to help us sail through our academic journey. The relationship between teacher and student sometimes degenerates into a solid affair, which is the reason behind this video. There are a couple of things I would have wished my teachers knew to make life easier for both of us. So, do keep watching so you can find out the full gist. Hello everyone, you're welcome to Dental Storm. From the introduction, I kind of alluded to one of the reasons why this channel was birthed, which was to help students navigate the educational minefield. But those of us who are no more in school or those who have chosen to attain extra qualifications, this video will create the feeling of nostalgia as well as lay more credence to the saying that hindsight is 2020. Taking a critical look at how we would prefer to be taught is by no means a backlash to current teaching methods. It is merely an avenue to build a bridge between teacher and student, as well as a way of giving useful hints as to how learning would benefit us all. Overall, this video on what teachers should know is based on my personal experience, and I believe it will resonate with anyone watching. Let's start. The first thing teachers should know is that we all have different learning capacities. Whether during interactive sessions in the classroom or at the end of the academic year, an appraisal of the students in the classroom would show a variety in mental capacity as well as learning. This is especially if a particular teaching method is used across board. If our teachers have this information in mind, they should try to alter their teaching methods to meet different needs of their students. At the end of the day, it is the result that matters. Intentionally addressing the different learning capacities of students is sure to help them think about things differently as well as produce happier, nostalgic moments. 2. Patience is key. This has been used as a cliche for many a time now. However, its use is highly justifiable and moral. It's important for our teachers to know that patience in this case is not merely the ability to wait while we try to understand the information they have given us, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting. Many teachers get stressed, anxious, exasperated, or even irritated when it seems like they are not communicating. Well, they should know that this is antithetical to increased learning productivity and increases the amount of time they use to pass information. Rather, a calm disposition with time delivery of educational material made highly interactive with sufficient time to allow for feedback is essential to obtaining favorable results. 3. Use different teaching methods. Discovering the most efficient ways to send information to one's students could be more difficult than what those students go through figuring out what the best learning techniques are. This is because every teacher must use the different teaching techniques or methods they know depending on, for instance, the topic, the kind of students being taught, the time of day the class is taking place, or even the subject being taught. Teaching methods are ingrained in theories such as behaviorism, social cognitive theory, and multiple intelligence theory. Teachers should know that using these would help get their students highly engaged and more motivated to learn, whether they're being taught in person or online. The rest of this video will be right back after this very short break. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. The fourth point teachers should know is It could be counterproductive to humiliate others. Personally, I've never been a proponent of naming and shaming anyone, especially if that person's ignorance has been established. That's because it could cause one to become withdrawn, not likely to speak out in the future, and could even slow down that person's learning. Creating that counterproductive line of thought in students is rather regressive. When a student exhibits sheer ignorance as well as poor understanding in a certain topic, it's the duty of his or her teacher to gently correct, enlighten, and probably educate further. Doing this could even help the teacher reach their full potential as well as get the unwavering attention and support of the students. 5. The reward principle also works. A teacher could decide to make use of a strategic approach towards influencing better student motivation and improved academic performance. This is where the reward principle comes in. It involves giving the students material or immaterial gifts if set academic goals have been met. These goals must be clear, concise, and attainable. The thought of being presenting an award or even giving a gift should spur the students to do better. Therefore, getting rewarded would have a ripple effect on the other students to buy into the reward principle. The sixth and the final thing a teacher should know is that no student is a dullard. A dullard is a person who knows absolutely nothing. But does this kind of person exist? Definitely not. In school, students who either perform poorly or have low grades are sometimes referred to as dullards. Being referred to as a dullard causes the student to believe he or she is a failure and reinforces a negative psychological effect without finding out the actual reason for the poor grades. It is the teacher's duty to find out what learning style will be most effective and utilize an equally appropriate teaching method. Above all, the teacher must refrain from making insinuations or alluding to the fact that the student is a dullard. Let's recap. Today, I've talked about 6 things teachers should know. They include: we all have different learning capacities. Patience is key. Use different teaching methods. It could be counterproductive to humiliate others. The reward principle also works. And no student is a dullard. Each point made in this video is important in itself, however it cannot be used in isolation. They are all interwoven, interrelated, and can be used simultaneously. They are all based on my own personal experience. Whether you agree with me or not, or you have some more points to add, do leave a comment in the comment section below. So until next time, it's bye for now.